Ready.
Hello, hello to our people out there. This is Daphne Love.
And Crazy.
How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully everybody's doing great. I'm waiting for you to say something.
Oh, I thought you were going to take lead because you said last time you got
okay.
confused.
Okay, sorry, babe.
I was letting you start the TikTok. Well, no, we can't do all that. Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Anyway, well, we're over here all trying to figure out all this stuff. So we hope everybody's doing good out there.
Do you see what TikTok did to these two?
I know. Well, we haven't went live, so we're kind of like, it's been a little, we usually record.
I'm not a big TikTok fan,
Yeah.
but you're more of a TikTok fan than I am, so I was going to let you take the lead.
Okay. Well, tonight we're just going to talk about the TikTok ban, how everything happened last night, because there are a lot of TikTok people out there.
TikTokers.
Yeah. I have TikTok. I don't post live on there or anything like that. I wanted to start posing. I can't even talk today. See, look at me. I don't know what, I'm on one tonight.
Today.
I don't know what the heck's going on with me. Anyway, I do have TikTok, and I've been wanting to go live on it with Crazy and myself, but it's just been, I just haven't done it. So last night, I decided I wanted to go on to TikTok, and it, gave this thing stating that TikTok was banned and, wait for further notice. So we wake up this morning, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody's tripping out because TikTok is gone. And, it was on the news and, just spreading out on social media because a lot of people, they survive off of TikTok, and other platforms also. That's how they make a living. Mm-hmm. So I'm not a big TikTok fan either. Like I said, I do have it. And, since we started this podcast, we decided that we wanted to, go on different platforms. So we're just trying out different things and stuff like that. So I wanted to start going live on TikTok. But now I'm kind of skeptical because it is back up and running right now. Mm-hmm. But the thing is it going to stay up and running? So what do you think about it?
I'm not a big TikTok fan either. I do have it downloaded, and I have looked at it a few times. I get notifications. I just clear it because I don't know.
Yeah. And a lot of people like it, like my sister. She's not much of a TikTok fan either, but she likes to look at the recipes and, stuff like that.
Well, we were at karaoke last night, me and my daughter, and all of a sudden she just throws her phone down. And I'm like,
she was
what's going
freaking
on?
out.
I thought somebody was fighting with her.
Yeah.
It's like, it's gone, Mom. TikTok is gone. I go, what?
Yeah. It was all over.
And she was tripping. I haven't really even been on my social media today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like everywhere.
And it's already, 5:30
Good job. I'm
PM,
proud of
and I haven't
you.
even been on my social media.
I'm proud of you, girl.
I know.
So what do you guys think about all this? Do you think, people that are making a fuss are fussing too much? And, the ones who are really freaking out, what do you think about the people that really it doesn't matter if it's there or not? Because there's a lot of different people
to me, it doesn't
talking,
matter. But there's people who have their businesses on there.
Exactly. So, it's just kind of, and we have McBabe on with us, tonight also because we want his input on this. To see what he thinks, because they are saying, they're really concerned about, what is it, the security or
national security risk.
Okay, yeah. So for
but then there's another one that's called Red something, and they say it's even worse. Red Note, it's even worse.
So I didn't even know. There's all these different social media sites. So I was looking into it, and then people are like, go to Lemonade or go to Red Note. They also have Flip. Fan base, like all kinds of different ones, and they're Chinese apps, right, McBabe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe
if I'm not
Chinese
mistaken.
owned. So
it's like, yeah, you can go to that, to those apps, but is it really worth it if it's, Chinese based? And then, what if they say, oh, well, they're going to ban those too?
I think Trump will come up with something. Tomorrow they swear him in. He's going to do it. That's where he got a lot of his votes from the younger people. A lot of people do TikToks about him.
Yeah.
And that's what makes people popular.
And I I get, how they say, oh, okay, well, it's, security issues. We're worried about this. It's been up since 2016. And now you're worried about, has it always been that way? I'm not too familiar with TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it's been up since 2016, we're in 2025. And then now they decide to ban it. Like, make it make sense. What's going on here? Right?
You and you're making
I
make
know.
sense.
Like, what's going on here really? Is it a distraction or, what's going on? Because, we were saying, a lot of people use that for businesses.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of entrepreneurs.
People have
that
made
have
money being on TikTok.
numerous followers, and, you get some people, oh, well, now you're going to have to find a real job. It's not easy being an entrepreneur, for one, and it is a real job, to be honest with you.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah, they just
24-hour job.
Social media, to work. And, so I totally disagree on how people, state that, well, now it's time to find a real job or do this or do that.
Where did you see all that at?
It's just everywhere because, I look everywhere on my phone. I look on, Newsbreak, social media, People Magazine. I read comments. It's just out there everywhere.
Okay.
And there's so many different platforms on here. And yeah, there's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, but TikTok's been very famous.
Yeah, it's become very famous.
People have numerous followers on there. So I hope that they can work out some type of deal, to
They will.
keep it.
They will.
What are your thoughts on this, McBabes?
Well, I was like very closed-minded on it at first. Kind of like, oh, well, how can somebody basically put all their eggs in one basket and just rely on TikTok? But then the more that I started watching all the videos, I started watching videos of people, how they did do it like part-time. They did have a full-time job. And they would do TikTok as a part-time job, just a little money on the side.
Yeah.
And then I started to realize more about, how they were using TikTok, why they were using TikTok. So then I started to be like, I was looking at it all wrong.
Yeah.
It was used for a whole lot better reasons than what I thought it was being used for.
Absolutely.
And I didn't really notice that until this whole thing went down, and then I started listening to what other people were talking about and how they were using it. So, I definitely did look at it completely wrong, and I do feel really bad for the people that, are being affected by it.
Well, yeah, because some people have like millions of followers, thousands of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers.
But you got to realize when you use technology, sometimes it goes out.
Yeah.
You can't really put all your eggs in one basket.
Absolutely, you're absolutely correct.
Well, they always say never put all your eggs in one basket. But, you can see that a lot of people did do that.
That's crazy.
You don't think that they, put their platforms out anywhere else? Maybe some did, but not all.
Well, that was
Probably
the whole
Insta.
thing on one of the videos that I did watch is some lady put a video out on TikTok and she made, I think it was 110% to like 125% more than what she would have made putting it out on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
So you did make a lot more on income when you were posting on TikTok than you would have if you were posting on YouTube or Facebook or one of the other social network sites. But I never knew that myself. I didn't know like how far into it went, like what you got out of it. And the differences of what you got out of it compared to another one.
Exactly. And because you're not like a real big TikTok fan, like you were saying, right?
Right.
And like I said, I really don't even know how to use TikTok. Like,
Me either.
I'll post like, pictures and stuff like that. But, we never, well, like I said, I haven't went live on it or anything. But, I think the things that they do on there it's fun, and it's entertaining. Yeah. Who doesn't want to entertain people and make them laugh? And, if they want to make fun of you or they think it's cool or whatever, social media that's what's in. It's all about technology now. And it's just like, and I totally understand, how they're concerned about, security issues and stuff like that. people.
But our phones are made from China.
It's
and
like
these
Temu,
phones have every information. Oops, here it is. All your information on this, your bank card, your address, your name, probably your social, everything. How many times have you gone to like a doctor or something and you have to send a photo of or a job, you have to send a photo of your social security card or your ID. I mean, everything's everywhere, I think.
And I think right now too, and I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I believe right now it's up, back and running for the meantime.
If you didn't delete it.
Yeah. If you've never tried getting on or anything like that, there's not going to be a way to download or anything like that.
But by tomorrow, I think, after the inauguration, I think it'll work.
We'll see what happens, because they do say that Trump is...
Or Elon Musk.
Really
one of them's going to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And that's what they were kind of saying, too, is that, that Elon Musk is, man...
Yeah.
What is he, like a billionaire, a multi-billionaire?
I believe he's in the trillions.
Oh, my gosh.
Didn't he buy Facebook?
No, he bought Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. That's right. Now I guess it's called X or whatever.
Well, that's why I believe they don't want him to buy TikTok, is because they can't really control what's being put on there and not put on there. That's why they were so worried about him taking over Twitter, is because he stopped a lot of the, the content that was being blocked on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, you remember they blocked Elon from Twitter. They blocked Trump from Twitter. They just did whatever they want.
Yeah.
So if you don't follow their
guidelines
standards
or whatever,
they're just going to kick you out of the poll. And that's the whole thing with social network, is you shouldn't be able to be kicked out of the pool because of what you're saying. Like, if you don't like what I'm saying, that's okay.
Speech, right?
Yes.
Well, Facebook is now Meta, right?
Yes.
And I heard that Meta is going to stop fact-checking everything we put. You know how they fact-check and say these are actual
Ask
facts?
Babe about that.
Well, that's because their fact-checking is based off of their opinions. It's been proven many times.
Yeah.
It's not really fact-checked. There are a lot of things that are fact-checked, yes. But then there are those things that are fact-checked but used within their opinions. It's not really fact-checked. So then it just turns into complete chaos after that.
Yeah.
So if you can't do it right, then don't do it at all.
Yeah. So it's just, it's just, it was a trip, it was like, oh my gosh, and how everybody started, going in panic mode.
My daughter was like, I don't even need my phone.
I was like, is this
purse.
true? So, I got off of it, and then I was like, I'm going to try getting back on, and nothing. And I was like, this is true. Because,
so funny.
They have been talking about it, but what I thought they were going to do was, how we were saying, like, how somebody had tried downloading it or whatnot. And they couldn't download the app. So that's what I thought it was. Like, you still had your TikTok, like the people who had it. But if you've never, like, tried it and just wanted to, start new with it, you couldn't do that. That's what I thought. And then when it completely blacked out, it was like, what?
Well, we use Facebook a lot. What if Facebook went out like that?
I was thinking that. Yeah. I was thinking that. It's like you just never know, what's going to happen. Or they say, really, I think that the most trustworthy, I guess I would say, would be YouTube, right? Something like that.
Well, that's what they
Correct
say.
me if I'm wrong. I don't know for sure, but because who even owns YouTube? I don't even know. But what do you guys think about this TikTok scandal? I'm calling it a scandal because it is kind of a scandal.
It pretty much is.
Because it's crazy.
It's like Y2K when they said everything was going to go out.
Do you remember now everybody's like,
do you remember in 2000 when like all the electricity went out, like in a lot of places, people were freaking out.
And then, like I said, and then we have a lot of local entrepreneurs here, that have a great amount of followers, and they're like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen to all my followers? Although they still have, their other platforms and stuff. But, I just think it's a great tool for people who do that. you know, because, you know, that's what they like to do. That's, you know, their, how would I say it? Their passion is to entrepreneur, you know, maybe go talk to people, make videos and, you know, just get their name out there. You know, there's just different things, you know, people run makeup businesses, you know, all kinds of different things.
I watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, and there's this lady named, this woman named Stormy Still, and she went viral on TikTok. She went all the way up.
Yes,
With
you know.
her. I want to get some. I think they have them at Sephora. I'm not sure, but
and then
I want
it's
to
like,
order her stuff. But
if you know, so if it like just closed down like that, like how do you get all your followers back? Like how do they find you to?
I'm sure it's gonna still be the same.
Yeah, I think so too. But we, you know, I was just like, this would be a great topic to talk about, you know, tonight because you know this is big. It's huge. I think, you know, because a lot of people use TikTok for work. You know, and just to be dumb and fun and, you know, it's just, I don't know. See, I like all that stuff though.
Well, I mean, a lot of people, they use it for work. They use it for community get-togethers. So, I mean, it seems like it's been used for a lot of things.
And you said your daughter was like tripping out. She was like,
tripping.
yeah.
And a few of my friends, their kids were tripping because we were laughing on Facebook. But
well, because everybody's all rest in peace, TikTok, and you know all this stuff. And I'm like, it'll be back up. I'm sure it'll be back up.
I haven't really been on social media that much lately. I've been trying to like taper down from it. You know,
social media is good, but it's bad at the same time. It depends on how you use your social media, right? Okay. You know, like it's great for jobs, you know, to do funny reels, you know, to make people laugh, because there's a lot of people out there that, you know, like they enjoy watching that stuff if they're feeling down or depressed, or, you know, that's a way of them to, well, you know what, let me go find a funny video, or let me go watch this, or, you know, stuff like that, you know. But then you get the negativity on the bullies on that end too. But that's where you have to have tough skin and say fuck you, because like, sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but you know, because you're gonna always have that, you know. And social media should just be for fun, not, you know, to have like keyboard warriors or bullying or talking bad about people. Like, just let people be, you know, let them do their thing.
That's what I say.
Let them do their thing, you know. If it's something that you don't like watching, then don't watch. You know, nobody has you following this person.
Yeah, like don't report them. Just delete yourself from there.
Delete yourself.
Block
you know,
them,
block
whatever.
them, unfollow. You know, do what you
I
gotta do.
have never blocked anyone before, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, like there's this one girl that I follow. I think it's like Slay with Dre or something like that. And you know, I've watched her throughout the years, you know, on Facebook and stuff like that. And you know, she ended up losing her husband and stuff like that. So she has kids to raise and stuff. And so that's her thing, is being on social media. You know, she talks about cooking and just all kinds of different stuff, makeup, and she's very well known. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh, you know, talking crap about her.
You're going to have to invite me to that group.
Yeah, and you're just, you know, doing this because of your husband. And some people are like really mean to her, and it's like, why are you following? And somebody even have posted that, like, if you don't have anything nice to say or you don't like her, then why are you here?
Yeah.
Like, why are you in her stuff?
Or if you don't like someone, why are you posting about them every day?
Exactly. Like,
that's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. So, you know, to me, social media, I think, is great.
What I like about social media,
No,
is it like
absolutely.
back in the day, everybody would buy pictures and give them out. You could just watch everybody's family grow family you don't get to see all the time. Like,
or
it's
if you
wonderful.
have family from out of town.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
it's when you get to see them. It's wonderful.
I think it's great, and you can video chat or
old friends from school and stuff like that. Like,
that's how I found a lot of friends, from school and stuff like that. And
that's how I found you again.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I noticed your mom.
Yeah. Well, at first, on Facebook, I was like, how the heck do you use this? I mean, this was a long time ago, of course, but then I became a highly trained professional on it and stuff. And I'm going to say a funny story real quick. But when my mom was still alive and she had pulmonary fibrosis, so she got to the point where she couldn't really walk around a lot and stuff like that. So she was pretty much, I would say, bedridden to a certain point. And so I logged her into my Facebook account on her phone to let her,
look and
feel
stuff.
the feel of it and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden I had all these friends on Facebook and, so-and-so requested your friend request. And I'm like, I didn't request this person, and stuff like that. But I thought that was fun.
That's funny.
She enjoyed the Facebook. But back to TikTok, I just hope everything works out, for everybody. And, I hope Trump does come up with the plan, which, like you said, I think he will.
He's
I'm
a
not
smart man.
Yeah, I like Trump. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't vote or anything.
I'm not
like
a
that.
fan, but I think he'll do good for our
I'm
country.
hoping. Yeah. And please don't hate or anything. Because I said that. We all have. Our
like I said, I'm not a big fan of his, but
I just, I'm hoping that he'll do good for us, most definitely. And then with this TikTok, and it even said on the, the ban, President Trump is working to fix this, to get an extension. That? Yeah, it said something like that, right, McBabe?
Yeah, it said that they were working with Donald Trump.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you feel with this TikTok? I'm getting with us because
I'm just mind blown that they had over 150 million subscribers.
Yeah, I think it was 170 million users.
That's
and 7 million
Ooh.
business use on TikTok. So there was 170 million users, of course. And then they had 7 million business users on TikTok.
Holy smoke.
That's a lot. So TikTok's doing something. You know what I mean? It's doing something right. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
And then what do you think about, it being
a security breach?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can read my mind.
Well, I mean,
we're married.
They do make a point about security risks because
I get that, yeah.
Algorithms, the way that algorithms work,
what is that?
It's a lot of it is based off of, let's say you go on Google and you search for washing machines, right? Well, you've never searched for washing machines on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, anything like that, right? And then all of a sudden you're scrolling through reels on Facebook and then you start seeing commercials of washing machines.
Yes.
And it's like, where did this come from?
Yep.
Like, how did it know that I was looking for washing machines? Like, I was shopping around at different locations for washing machines. Let's say I Googled Best Buy and I Googled Walmart or, Target. And then all of a sudden on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, you start seeing, washing machines.
Right.
Good deals for washing machines, That is algorithms,
Okay.
It's basically knowing what you're looking for, what you're interested in, so it will show you more of that. So let's say like on this app that I go to, it's called Newsbreak. I believe it's Chinese ran, so I take everything with a grain of salt in there. But the way the algorithms work in there is Daphne Love also has Newsbreak, but the type of articles that she sees in Newsbreak are different than the articles that I'm seeing in Newsbreak because I like to look up military stuff, I like to see what's going on in the wars. So like a lot of the articles that I see are either political, military, weapons, stuff like that. But then if you go into her news break, it's about basically what she kind of pulls up, whatever she clicks on or comments on, it will show her more of that.
I'm afraid to click on things because you never know it's a virus or what you're clicking on. Yeah. I'm scared to even any of those news breaks. Like, I'm scared to be in. If it's on like our just Channel 7 or whatever here in Albuquerque, like, I'm really weird about just pressing on anything.
Well, I mean, there's also that. But here's the real mind blower right here, right? So there was one time Daphne, Love, and I, we were talking. And we had our phones on the bed. We were just talking. I can't remember what it was we were talking about, but it was completely off topic, something that we haven't really talked about, or it was about getting something. And we never talked about it. We never looked it up on anything, never searched for anything. But then all of a sudden, we started seeing deals or commercials on what we were talking about.
Crazy.
And we never looked it up. So it makes you think, was my phone listening to me when I was talking? Like, why all of a sudden am I seeing these commercials or these little reels about what it was that we were talking about? Like, where did this come from?
Crazy.
So when it comes to TikTok, if it's a Chinese owned, I know it's not owned by the communists, you know, whatever they are. It's not owned by them. It's owned by another party outside of that, but still owned by China. So what they're worried about is them, I'm guessing, this is my guess on it, my opinion, I guess I would say.
Your opinion.
Yeah. Is they're afraid that they're going to manipulate the algorithms to create chaos within the United States because TikTok is more of a Western used app. It's China, you know, an entity within China owns the app, created the code, which means they control everything that goes on in there. They can change anything. They can, you know, do whatever they want, manipulate anything they want. And that's where the national security threat, I believe, comes in, is because when you want to attack a country, let's say like China, they've always wanted to attack the West. There's no way that they can attack us from outside in. We will obliterate them. But if you were to attack from within out, then that would cause destruction and chaos. So if they can get us all to turn on each other and create wars within the country, and they never even had to step foot on our soil, that's the way they're going to try to win a war.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's how it is nowadays. We are so heavily armed that there's no way they could attack us from outside in.
Okay,
so they're going to try to get us from inside out, and they're going to try to get us to turn on each other. Yeah. So that would be less of us, and then you can attack.
That's pretty much what government does too.
Yeah. So when they say, you know, because I'm not really like political and all that stuff, but when they say, you know, like the you know, being the security or whatever, like what are they afraid of that they'll find on us? Like, what's the purpose of them saying that?
So I mean, I would believe that is
what's your opinion? Oh, just
the
what
big
you said.
Question, you know, the big secret. They haven't quite given us the complete reason.
What is it, you know, that they're afraid of?
But the only thing that we can do is come up with scenarios or accusations on what we think possibly they could be talking about.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah. You know, I didn't mean to interrupt you, McBabe.
Oh, no, you're fine.
But what do you all think about all this, you know, with the TikTok, you know?
Do you care that all your stuff is out there?
Yeah. Or what are your opinions? You know, do you think that they should just ban it forever? Or do you think that, you know, TikTok should stay?
Or maybe we should make, not us, but like the United States make their own sort of TikTok thing.
Yeah.
Americans or something.
You know,
make it American made.
It's, you know, it's just a really interesting topic. I mean, because, you know, like you were saying, you know, we buy stuff from, is it Temu, right?
Temu,
you know,
Shein.
And those are Chinese, you know, and
with
we give
all
our
credit
card information and everything.
Our phones have everything in it.
You know, so it's like that's where I get to like, well, what's so concerning that, you know, we're, you know, gonna have some type of undercover theft of, you know, our information
Robbing
or
of
whatever. I don't
information.
know. It's just, you know, I just thought it would be an interesting topic, you know, to talk about tonight because, you know, there's so many people. It's like, you know, you're on that side of what side of the fence are you on? You know, I'm always like, I don't know what side of the fence I'm on.
I'm always
you
in
know?
between.
Yeah, we're always in between. We're just kind of like, I don't know. But
I just
you
go
know,
with the flow these
for
days.
me, like myself, like I said, I'm not a political person. I've never been political, you know, and I've said this before, is just make our country right.
Good,
That's
yeah,
it,
that's
you
what I
know?
say.
That's it. Regardless of whatever president is out there or who won or who didn't win, you know, quit the bickering and the backering of the back and forth. Oh, well, Biden did this and Trump's this and da 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 da.
Pray
It
for
should
them.
just be, you know, unity.
Pray for
you
them.
know,
Pray for all your state leaders.
exactly. Because
that
what are
they
you
make the
really
right
getting out
choices.
of that? What are you really getting out of, you know, hating one president more than the other? You know, to me,
We're all
just
Americans.
We're all Americans, and we're screwed regardless sometimes, you know. And it's just like this back and forth is just crazy. I mean, I see the way people will block you if you're like a Trump supporter. Or talk all this smack.
I know people
or
who
block
don't talk
you.
to each other.
Yeah.
Family members don't talk to each other because of political
or
stuff.
block you if you're a Biden supporter. Like,
That's
who
crazy.
cares who you support? Just hope that they do what they can do for our
But
country.
I get it. If you don't
know?
want to see something on your page, the best thing to do is block it. I mean,
Yeah.
why?
You know?
Why look at it if
Don't
you're
get
just
all
going to make you
angry.
mad? Yeah.
Yeah, don't, because people get angry.
I know.
Like, and it's not worth it to get angry because regardless, you guys, whoever's president or, you know,
gotta
however
live with
things
it.
go, you know, we're not in control of that. We really aren't. You know, we just have to kind of accept whatever comes to us.
It
you
is
know,
what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And, you know, as far as with TikTok, it's just, you know, hopefully, I hope it does stay for the people that, you know, make money and make a living off of that.
I'm for
I
it.
really do. You know,
We know what we do when we put our
Exactly.
information on. For a long time, I didn't like paying my bills online. I didn't do anything like that.
yeah.
I'd always go in and pay, and now you really can't do that no more. So you have to put your
Exactly.
stuff in your
you know,
phone.
and it's just like, you know, and sometimes, you know, like, you know, how McBabe was talking about how do you say it, McBabe? Algorithms? Algorithms. See, I don't even know. And sometimes we'll be sitting in the living room. We have this Samsung refrigerator, and it has like the tablet on it. And then Alexa will just start talking to us.
I was just gonna say that we have an Alexa in our what the hell?
And
is it
it's like,
called?
we'll be like, Alexa,
for
we're
a
not
heater.
talking to
Yeah,
you.
for a heater. We're talking, and Alexa just gets in our conversation.
Yes,
so we
we're
turned
just
her
sitting
off.
there, and we're just like, and then she'll just say some random thing, and we're like,
We turned her off. 'cause-
you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we keep her. It's to us, it's like whatever, you know. I mean, we don't have nothing to hide, you know. Whatever it is, what it is, and the technology is just gonna keep going up and up and up. And we just have to get used to it and learn it and
Yep.
accept it. You know, now they're coming up with these robots, Tesla robots. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I believe they do have some.
Yeah, you know, and these robots, and before you know it, the robots are gonna take over, and we're gonna be like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Terminator.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they're gonna.
I was
they're
one
gonna
of the
be
first
like,
people to get
Yes, girl.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
I
Yes.
was, I love hearing about that. Revelations. Yeah, just kidding. I was one of the first ones here in Albuquerque that did the robotic surgery.
Yeah, it's just
And that was kind of
crazy.
scary. I was like, what if the robot freaks out and starts chopping me up? But there was somebody there
Yeah.
guiding it. But eventually it's going to do everything. We're going to have Rosies all over the place.
Yeah, well, this
For the Jetsons.
Tesla one is coming out, I think, like in 2026 or 2027.
I don't even like those cars or trucks. I would
You know?
not want one. I think they're just to
Exactly.
show off.
But the whole
honestly.
point
I
of the
don't want
matter
one.
is that they're here, and you
I hope
know
they're not
they're smarter
forcing
than
us.
us. You know, like I said, you know, you never know. They're going to be like, these
Yeah.
humans are, you know,
And go against
screwing
us.
up everything. Get rid of them.
Total
you know,
Recall.
yeah, the Terminator.
Yep.
You know, you remember the robots, and they're all, you know, going after you and stuff like that. You know, like McBabe has always said, AI is taking over, and it really is.
Well, I mean, the scariest thing is if a human can figure out that we're basically parasites on this planet, because all we do is take, and the more that we reproduce, the more that we take. So the computer is going to add it up. How many people are being born at a rate? How much are we taking from this planet at what rate? And if it adds it up, it's going to realize that we're killing this planet, and this planet will eventually die, which is going to kill everybody, and the AI is going to take over.
Well, that's what I believe happened with COVID. I feel like they tried to get rid of the unhealthy people.
Great. You brought up COVID. Just kidding.
People on Medicaid, Medicare. Yeah. I that's just my thoughts, though. I mean, I could be wrong. I feel like it was man-made.
I think so, too, McBabe. What are your thoughts on that?
On what? I'm sorry?
COVID.
Oh, well, I mean...
Population control.
As we saw, it was a pandemic, but...
Like, we're not saying it wasn't there, but...
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't there.
Real.
I know people said they were affected. They have people that were affected by it. But then again, I don't trust the media. I don't trust the CDC. They've already been proven that they've lied to us, that they created a false pandemic. And what would stop them from doing it again?
Exactly.
I mean, you lie to me once, what's going to make me believe you the second time?
I mean, and
that's
was
where
crazy.
It falls down at, and I don't believe it was as serious as they made it out to be.
I don't know. It got pretty serious. There was freezers out and stuff.
Well, I know, but they can create scenes just like a movie. They do have the money for that.
But what I'm telling you is I know people that died from COVID.
Well, I know, but what I'm getting at is that...
And then all over the world, all at once, that was man-made. That was government. It couldn't have been nothing else.
Well, that's the whole thing, is you don't know how far they can go into it. This is the government we're talking about. You don't understand the money they have. You don't understand the power they have over people, the things they can do, the things they can manipulate. You have no idea.
And not only that, and then forcing people that work to get the shot if they didn't even believe in it.
That's
like
exactly
it was mandatory.
If
you don't take it, you're fired, So you had no choice but to take it.
It was a forced thing, and we live in a country where
they
we have rights.
They paid us to get it.
Exactly.
I mean, I didn't get no money, but they paid
This
people
is what I'm saying. And now they're just like, it's nonchalant. Oh, go out and get your COVID shot, and make sure you get your COVID shot. Before, it was mandatory, even to the point where they were paying you to get it. Yeah. So if it's so serious, why are they paying people to get it? That makes no sense. Common sense kicks in and says, okay, that makes no sense.
And there's people that have gotten the COVID shot that have heart issues now. Actually, there's somebody that I know.
Respiratory issues.
That has AFib now. And this person is only in her 40s, and she got AFib from the COVID shot.
Dang.
There's people like their arms aren't the same after they got the injection. I did 2 injections. I did because I was like, I better.
I did too, and I got the booster because my daughter had to do it for work. And I didn't want her to do it by herself. I wouldn't have got it otherwise, but.
Just recently or?
No.
At the beginning. Yes. And after that, I was like,
but I'll tell you one thing. When I got my COVID shot and I got COVID, it wasn't as bad as when I didn't have my shot. It was awful.
Well, when my daughter got it and she took no COVID shots, I mean, we did lose our taste and she lost like her smell senses and stuff. And she never took the COVID shot, but she didn't get like dramatically ill,
my
right?
My son did. Remember Andrew got real sick?
Thank God,
Thank
that
God
we were.
That he was okay.
I mean, when I had it, my taste buds were shot, and I was like, "Am I ever?" It took me about 3 months.
Not
to
me.
Get my
Once
taste
I
buds
was
back.
done with it,
I mean,
was tasting everything normal again.
After I think 3 weeks, I started, getting somewhat of my taste buds back, but I still didn't have the full taste back. Like even, and I'd forget, and sometimes I dip like my fries in ketchup, and it was just like, oh, what is this?
And we got off topic, but it was because I was saying I think they were trying to do population control because all these computers are coming out.
Pretty
soon everything's going to be a computer.
Everything.
I found out last night from my daughter that, well, they didn't teach cursive. I think maybe one generation below us knows it, but now you can write your writing and have the computer sign it for you.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I didn't know that. They have computers that cut the paper for you and everything at schools.
Trip. Yeah. Like my granddaughter is trying to learn cursive. Like she can write her name in cursive now. She's a smart little girl, man.
I'm glad because they don't teach it.
Yeah, they don't teach it. And I'm like, because she's like, look at this. And, she did it all pretty and everything. And I was like,
that's
dang,
good.
girl. But I'm
going to have to get my grown kids one of those workbooks,
Yeah,
sounds or something to learn cursive.
But we want to know, what your thoughts are on all this and what we've talked about. And, just give us a shout out, and let us know what you guys think. Because, everybody has all different opinions. But I just thought this was a real huge deal. And I was just like, crazy, we need to talk about this, And I was telling McBabe also. And I was like, I just woke up this morning. Today is Sunday. Yes, and it is the 19th. And I woke up and I was like, I got an excellent topic to talk about. And he's like, what? And I was like, I think we should talk about the TikTok being banned. And at that time, it wasn't back up yet. So we're like, yeah. So then I texted Crazy and I was like, let's record tonight. Let's go live. Let's talk about TikTok. She's like, I'm in. So we were like, okay, we're going to do this and that, and, talk about this and that. And then all of a sudden it's like it was back up. And I was like, oh, no, it's back up. I mean, I was happy it was back up for all those people that, depend on it. But then I was like, can we still talk about this topic? And McBabe was like, absolutely, because it's just temporary, as we know as of now. Right, McBabe?
Yeah,
because it still could go down.
Like a 90-day.
Yeah. But and then like Crazy was saying, Trump will probably,
hopefully
get
people
it to
can download it though.
Yeah, let's see. We'll see.
I didn't delete
everybody
mine. I haven't
who
even
doesn't
looked
have
at it.
TikTok
I don't
that
know
would want to
deleted
try.
mine or not.
I would try downloading it just to see and just let us know because I have it.
Yeah, you can't download it.
Oh, you can't.
No.
Oh, okay. So I guess still as of today, Sunday the 19th,
so
you can't download
if you already have it in your phone, then you're good. You're golden.
Gotcha.
You can still use it. If you don't have it or you deleted it, you will not be able to install it or download it. Because they completely removed it from the app stores.
Okay.
We were on our way to church, and I said, oh, Daphne said that. I told my daughter that TikTok, coming out of church. And I said, Daphne said that TikTok's back on. She checked, she's like, oh my God, it's on. I was like, oh my goodness.
Everybody was like happy, and stuff. Like I said, it did affect a lot of people. So what we want to do is we want to know your thoughts and, what you think about all this. And hopefully we'll hear from you. And I think we are going to cut it short for tonight. We really appreciate you guys tuning in with us live. It's just amazing to be back here with you guys and, chit chat, spill the tea, talk about whatever. I just thought this was a great topic for tonight.
We have some
go for it, girl.
No, dang, I can't think.
Think.
Visitors? No.
Guests?
Girl,
come on now.
You think what I'm thinking.
I do. Well, you said, we're married. We think alike. See, I have my ring to prove it. Just kidding.
Same. Yeah, so we have guests coming up soon.
Yeah. So just keep watching us, guys.
Keep watching us. We're only going to get better and better and better this year.
But definitely let us know your thoughts and suggestions if you have anything or, want to come on. We could do it through video. If you want to join in through video, we can also do that. What's up, Betty Jean and all these people out there? And we hope you're doing good, Betty Jean. Other than that, why don't you go ahead and talk about our sponsor that we just absolutely adore?
We'd like to thank Desert Sage Heating and Cooling for call them for all your heating and cooling needs. And
turn the page and call Desert Sage. Be like, dee. I need Eric. Can you have him help me?
Okay.
And they will hook you up. Other than that, we hope you all have an amazing evening. Comment. We will be back soon. Like, share, subscribe. Do it all. We appreciate you guys, and we hope you have an amazing evening. Take care. We know you love our show.
But it's time for us to go.
Bye.
Bye.
I should say something clever, but I can't think whatsoever. Because my logic's out the window when I'm sitting next to you. Go ahead and break my heart if you want to, but stay for a while if that's okay with you.